Hey, you, how's it going? Anyway, I'm just going to be animating today because it was highly requested as per shown via this comment. I apologize for the music choice. It took a long time to upload this and I was stupid and didn't actually listen to the audio beforehand. So this may be one of the most overused songs ever, and for that reason, I am using it. Also, I just want to mention that I'm not a professional animator, I'm an amateur animator, and all the techniques I use are just for efficiency and because I do things very methodically, and I'm gonna do this now. You should totally subscribe. Actual animated video will be coming out soon. This was highly requested. Thanks for watching. Bye, love you, bye, subscribe. Selecting used template. Staring at workplace. So for this video, I'm actually animating myself, but I'm walking. Yes, it's amazing, right? I know. You should all subscribe. But this is from a different perspective and it's something I've never done before. So I wanted to get a hang of things and use this as a template. So what you can see what I'm doing is I have a template of myself that I've drawn in the past, full of all my body parts that are stitched into different layers and all made into a group layer. This is a really good strategy for maximizing efficiency. Why did I say minimizing? You can see I'm moving myself, and then I'm editing all of my body parts. I can animate from the right perspective. Editing the head. Now I'm making a copy of the head. I was just using the head from the other file as a reference so I can get the sizes right. And this head I want to manipulate. Commentating on this is quite difficult. Now I'm overlaying the body, that way it's the same thickness, it blends. Now I'm editing the legs. By moving the legs over, I'm increasing efficiency, reducing the amount of time needed to draw, and I can use it as a reference later on if I do want to redraw it. Editing it over. And they're both facing the same way, so I want to walk from this perspective, something very strange, and I've never done it before, like I said earlier. Importing the walk cycle layer. WALCK. This is a image I use for walk cycles, and you can see I'm gonna analyze it. Editing the legs. I'm repositioning the head so it's on the first frame, as all the other ones. I accidentally made it into an animation layer on the wrong frame. Oops. Now, since I usually have my template, which is my drawn, figure of me that I keep together at all times and use for reference, on it's not an animation layer, I turn all the layers into animation layers. By having it as a group layer, I can also manipulate it freely. I'm working on actually animating the legs now and the movement, which is the most important part. Trying the up leg thingamabob? I don't know what it's called still. It's a slight issue. The leg over as the body will move over with it. Drawing the contact frame. Studying the walk cycle image, that way I can replicate it efficiently. Studying. I'm studying, did you know that? Okay, I'm done now. Animating the passing over frame for the left leg. Making sure I do the passing over frame right. Drawing the other contact frame. I like the contact frames now. Running the animation. It is a bit too quick in my opinion. Analyzing it to see what I did wrong. The contact frame looks wrongly positioned. It's better, but still a bit too quick, and there's just something wrong with continuing the editing process and moving the frames forward. Cycles pass over each other and the legs switch positions. I was just copying and pasting the positions onto the different layers. That way it looks smooth, refined, they'd have the same frame. It'd look constant. Well, constantly continuous. Now that I've edited all the frames together and I've done it for the longest amount of time I'd like, I've started to animate the body. As I'm moving one leg over another, the body moves with it. As when you're at a 3/4 position, your body is wider than when you're at a complete halfway position, which means both your legs are facing the same direction, or as of 3/4, both your legs are facing opposite directions. Kind of one pointing at one angle and one pointing at another, sort of like a nearly 90-degree angle. Running the frames through, and I like how the body moves. So it still moves a bit quickly and not at all the same, so I killed everything and, redid it. All animation is. Test and trial, and if it doesn't work, draw it again. Checking for a certain frame that I repeated at each sequence and I want to get rid of because it's only supposed to happen at the beginning. Now I've gotten rid of the body, that way I can focus on the legs. I'm moving these over so that way I can keep them safe while I try to reanimate the legs and compare the differences and see what I've done wrong. Good strategy for keeping yourself sane and not forgetting about things. I recommend it. As you can see, I've had the reference frames over on the side while I redraw it and reanimate everything. Yay. Repeating this process. Analyzing the movement of the legs. Ensure that everything looks right. Drawing the passing over frame. That way it looks like I'm actually leaning forward. Because what walking is moving your leg over the other one, and then catching yourself right before you're falling. At least, that's what it is in animation. Positioning the leg for each frame. Moving it's kind of like a lunging forward frame, is how I describe it. There's a specific name for it, but I forgot it. Doing that and making sure it blends well with the other frames. And easing. That looks far better. Look, it's actually passing over now. Whoa. Kind of coming around, but that's fine. That's how I want to be. Now I'm making sure all the legs are at the right position, which is something I've been struggling with for a while now. Good easing there. I'm copying, pasting it over so that it continues, but as I said previously, passes over another and they change their sequence, what they're doing. So by flipping it and copying one layer over to the other one, or the frames previous on that layer over to the other one, I'm able to recreate the sequence and have it look the exact same and give off the same effect of walking. The body again, make sure it fits perfectly, and is actually on the legs. That'd be a good thing. Would it be very good if your legs were disconnected from your body? Would it now? It's moving over. There. I'm editing the head and making sure it snaps with the body. The head, actually moves with the body. It's not just completely disconnected. That'd mean I'm not breathing. Using each frame to look for easing and what I could possibly doing wrong with the lunging forward position. Yes, words of encouragement. I'm kind of proud of this animation, but in general there are a lot of things which I could have improved on and gotten better with throughout the course of this animation. Oop, I just kicked my chair. Like, well, the easing's a bit off. The leg positions aren't entirely accurate, but I mean, that's life. I think it turned out okay. But in all truth, this video was just, as kind of like a buffer video. I mean, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope I get the watch time. I hope I get the the subscribers. But that's that. Stay safe. I'm fine. New video will be coming out soon. I'm working on it. Bye.